So eventually showed up. I know you will eventually show up. But as it stands, it doesn't matter anymore. This time is different from other times. Your suggestion will no more count like the other times. Your opinion can't count anymore like the other times. Your encouraging words or your advice will no longer count like other times. I preach the word as you commanded. They take my word and twist it against me, misinterpret my words, take a portion of it and turn it against me, and you said nothing. They sometimes call me to pray, and in obedience to your word, I obey, just for them to turn around and turn my prayers against me, in spite of the result. And you said nothing. They even called me false prophet. Say my prayers are powerless. And yet, you heard them. And you said nothing. When I could not show up in the gathering, they come together, saying he's no more with us. He has forsaken the assemblies of his people. He does not want to mix up with us anymore. Even though they never cared about my whereabouts. Yet you heard them and you said nothing. They will even say he has backslidden. Good for us. No one will intimidate us anymore with his preachings, his prayers, and his fake prophecies. You heard all of this and you said nothing. When I show up at the gathering, they quickly gather themselves together in secret, send a close edge to me to ask questions with the intention of picking and pitting my words against me. You saw all this and you said nothing. When I get fed up and I decide to go solo, pulling myself out of the assembly, you called me. You warned me against idolatry of individualism. But yet, you see all this terrible setup around and upon me, and you are saying nothing. Would you now at least say something? I am not surprised. that you will say nothing. I know you are good at keeping silent when it matters most. But you know what? I don't care anymore. I can relate. When sinners set up sinners, I can relate. When sinners set up saints. But what I cannot relate is when saints are being set up by fellow saints under the umbrella of Christianity as co-laborers in the vineyard. Despite that, you see all this and you said nothing. The most annoying of all is for you to see all this and yet you keep quiet. You are saying nothing. This has led to so much migration of people from one denomination to the other, even though no particular denomination is better than the other when it comes to this regard. Yet you see all this and you will say nothing. I have searched for you for days, searching for an answer to why so much setup, terrible setup, more setup than in the corridors of power happening in the church. Yet, you are nowhere to be found. And up till now, you are saying nothing. Why then did you come? Isn't it better that you never showed up? Anyway, just like I said earlier, your opinion, your suggestion, your advice, they won't count anymore. Because I've made up my mind. I am done. Master, if you will not permit me to go solo, or at least take my life, but I will no more remain under this great setup anymore. I am fed up. If you dare move an inch, I will dry you up like a tree. If you dare move an inch, I will command the ground to open and swallow you up. If you dare move an inch, I will command floods of rain to sweep you off forever. If you dare, I don't care anymore. I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about many Christians out there that are bound to financial pressure due to different setups in their offices. I'm not just talking about myself. I am concerned about the Christians at the corridors of power that are bound and falling due to pressures and lot of setup upon their life. I am not just concerned about myself. I am talking about crashed marriages due to setup from wives, setup from husbands, setup from family members, etc. I am not just talking about myself. I'm talking about millions out there that are bound to serious financial pressure due to this hard economy. because of so much setup, begging their life, and yet you will say nothing. I am done. If you dare move an inch, it's like you want to dare me. I want to repeat this the third time. If you dare move an inch, I will only sniff life out of you. I will make sure I send you to hell immediately. Master, at the mention of hell, you swept my feet from the ground. That terrible place, a place of great torment and pain, a place where the fire quenches not, and the warmth dieth not, a place of internal damnation upon the soul and body, a place not to wish any man. Master, please, I don't want to go to hell. Really? Oh, I thought you don't care about the consequences anymore. Master, when it comes to the things of hell, I don't only care. Every man must care. Else, such a one is doomed forever. How dare you walk out of me? I'm sorry, Master. The pains, the agony, the oppression, the confusion, and the concerns in my heart took the larger part of my heart. But Master, why so much setup? Amidst your so-called saying, will my opinion and my advice now count? I am sorry, Master. My anger and bitterness of heart took the larger portion of me. You are searching for me in so much anger and bitterness, and you expect to see me? No, it doesn't work like that. No man searches for me in such enormous anger and bitterness or any kind of sin whatsoever and expect me to show up. Now, let me ask you a few questions. What was Saul's response to David each time he invited him to play for him at the palace? He tried to kill David, but David always escaped. That's the setup. When David was sent to the battlefield, was it to confront Goliath? No, Master. He was sent to take food to his brothers at the battlefront. So David was unknowingly set up. Wow. I never saw it that way. When David had opportunity to kill Saul, when Saul was after his life, what did he do? He spared his life. Another setup. But Master, why was Saul after David's life? Because David's life was a threat to Saul's life and the continuity of Saul's reign on the throne. So people set others up if they are being threatened by their lifestyle and their giftings. Yes, you are very correct. Just like the brothers of Joseph set Joseph up and sold him out because they were being threatened by his dreams. So, Master, why was David set up before Goliath? As well as when he had opportunity to take life out of Saul when Saul was after him. Very good question. Sometimes I set up my children, just like I set up David before the bear, and then before the lion, when he was tending the sheep of his father, so as to prepare him for the challenge ahead of him. So you permitted David set up before Goliath? Yes. So as to prepare him and promote him from being a shepherd of the sheep to the shepherd of my children, Israel. Just like Potiphar's wife set up Joseph, which led to him going to the prison. And from prison, he became the prime minister. Which means one's promotion can come through setup. Yes, you are very correct. Now you are learning the trick. Wow. I sometimes promote my children by exposing them to setup. So you don't only permit setup like that of David before Goliath. You do also orchestrate setup, just as you did with David when he had opportunity to kill Saul. In that case, it was to try the heart of David, to know the intent and intention of his heart, to see if he will wait for destiny or he will allow ambition to take hold of his life. So setup can come from men, saints and sinners alike, as well as from you. Yes, and Lucifer inclusive. Just like in the case of Job and in the case of Herod, when he confronted the wise men and he told them to go and bring information about the whereabouts of the newborn baby, because of his evil intention in killing the baby. But in my wisdom, I trusted his setup and ensured the wise men never returned back to him, even though innocent souls, innocent children were eventually killed. Just like in the case of Job, and when I was born in Bethlehem as a baby. So now that I know the source of setup, the reasons and the purpose of setup, how then, Master, do we manage and cope with setup so we can gain from it and not be destroyed by them? When you know the nature and the purposes of setup, then it becomes easier to manage and cope with setup. If the setup is triggered by threat from other saints or sinners alike in the assembly or offices or any other locations, just like the case of David and Saul in the palace and Herod against the newborn baby, such setup are from Lucifer, the devil himself, then you must flee for your life and constantly rely on God for divine direction and guidance. If the setup is being triggered by Jesse to David without any evil intention, just as seen earlier, then you must rely on God's past, present, and future faithfulness, protections, and preservation to grant you victory. Bearing in mind that God is permitting this for your own promotion. If it's being triggered directly from me, like David before King Saul, when David was fleeing for his life, it is to test the heart, to refine the heart, and to purify the heart, more so to properly align you in the path of ultimate destiny. So all set up are for our good if handled properly. Yes, all set up irrespective of nature or source work together for your good so you can thoroughly align to fulfill purpose and destiny and then get your promotion. I use them to step you up for your promotion. Now that I know the purpose of setup, you keep bringing the setup and I'll keep getting my promotion.